Alright, this is Jesus Christ, and in this tutorial I'm going to go about showing you how to set up your computer so that you can start developing games for the Nintendo Gamecube or the Nintendo Dolphin emulator, which is similar to the Gamecube. So if you can pretty much get files, generate files that can run on a Dolphin emulator, you can get those same files to run on Nintendo Gamecube. Okay, so we're going to go and get started. I'm going to show you how to do that, set that up. Alright, so just things you need to download. You need to download the DevKit Pro. You need to download the emulator for Dolphin. You need to download GRRLIB. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open all these things up. This is the website for Nintendo Dolphin emulator, dolphinemu.org. I'll include the links in the description below. And this is the link for DevKit Pro. You need DevKit Pro. And this is the link for GRRLIB. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and download these two things right here. DevKit Pro Updater. And we're going to go to GRRLIB. And we're going to download zip. I'm going to show a folder. What we're going to do, we're going to go and open up a new folder. We want to create a new folder, and we'll call this one Nintendo Development. And inside this folder, we're going to create two folders. One's going to be called DevKit Pro, and another one is going to be called GRRLIB. Okay, and we're going to grab our two files that we need. We'll put them here. DevKit Pro is going in the DevKit Pro folder, and GRRLIB master. What we will do, we will open that up, go inside. We're going to go inside this folder. Everything inside the master folder is going inside here. Okay, so we'll close it out. We'll also put that in there as well. Okay, so now what we need to do, just a few things we need to do. We need to install DevKit Pro. And what we're going to do, I'm going to grab this path right here, and we're going to install it right here in this folder. So click next. We want this. Click next. We want that. Click next. We want all these checked, because you never know when you're going to wind up. Maybe you want one day you want to make a Game Boy Advance game, or a Nintendo DS game, or a 3DS game. But situations like this, we're setting this up so we can develop games for GameCube development, or GameCubes, and Wii also. Alright, so we'll click next, make sure all these are checked. Click next. Go ahead and delete this. And again, we want to get our path from here. Copy. We'll paste it there. Or if you want, you can go and browse, you can find the path. And in situations like this, Nintendo Development, DevKit Pro. So we want to install it there. Okay, so we'll click next, and we'll just go ahead and click install. Now it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so now it's done installing. When it's done installing, you're going to see this next button right here. I'm just going to go ahead and click next, and nothing shows up when you click these buttons right here, so you can't really donate. Okay, so we'll go ahead and click finish. And so what we want to do now, we want to go ahead and locate our MSYS folder. So that's going to be in our Nintendo development, and it's going to be in DevKit Pro. Go down to your MSYS 2, and you want to open up a shell. The shell is the MSYS 2 shell right here, and this is going to be the purple icon. So you're going to open this up, and there's going to be a couple of commands that you're going to have to type in. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get out of this folder. And what you need to do, or what we need to do in this window right here, we need to locate our GRRLIB folder, so that's going to be right here. You want to copy that. You want to type in here cd space. You want to paste the path. So you want to get rid of this. You want to hit /C and change all these slashes to the opposite slash. Okay, so that's what you want. When you have this, and if you typed it correctly, you will get a little yellow text right here that will let you know that you're actually looking inside this folder right here. Okay, so if you don't get this, you typed it wrong. Okay, so this is the folder that you want to be inside of. Again, you want to copy and paste that. You type in cd space. You want to paste that, and you want to make the little adjustments like so. Okay, so we're not going to do that. And then after that, you want to type this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all these commands inside the description beneath the video, so you can just copy and paste them. So this is another command that you're going to need to put into this shell right here. You can press enter. Okay, and when you see that little window right there, that little yellow text, that lets you know that it's done. Okay, and then what we want to do, we want to type, we want to go into our C, Nintendo development, GRRLIB, and go inside GRRLIB again. Okay, this is the path that you want. Copy. You type cd space paste. You want to make the adjustments like so. Put slash there. C. Change all these slashes to the reverse slash. Press enter. So now you've got two GRRLIBs right there. Okay, so when you have these two right here, that lets you know that you're looking into this folder. Again, we're going to see Nintendo development, GRRLIB, GRRLIB. This is where you want to be. Copy, and you want to type this in like so. Okay, so now what we're going to type, we're going to type this: make platform equals cube clean all install. It's going to take a while for that to run. And when you see this little yellow text, it'll let you know it's done. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to build a .dol file or a .l file, because the .dol file is what you need in order for the .dol file is the files that runs on your Nintendo GameCube emulator. Okay, so where are we going to build this at? Okay, we want to go to local C, and we want to go into our Nintendo development, GRRLIB, and we want to go into examples. We're going to go down to Gamecube, and let's say, for example, we want to see or build a DAW file for sample 5. So we're going to sample 5. We're going to copy this path right here. Well, we won't copy it now. What we want to do, we want to build this make file right here so that it can generate the DAW files, the .dll files, because the DAW files is what's going to run in the emulator for the Gamecube. Okay, so what we could do, there's two ways we could do it. We could use the command prompt, or we could use Visual Studio 2019, or we could use the native command prompt for Visual Studio 19. Okay, so there's a couple of tools that we could use here. Okay, so we're in Visual Studio 2019 right now. What we want to do now, we want to go in View, and go down to Terminal. You're going to see this little window down here. And inside this window, you want to type CD space, and you want to find make sure that you're in the path for your sample that you're going to be building. Okay, so you're going to copy that path, you want to right click and paste it there. Okay, so you don't really need to right click, you don't get a context menu here, so you just type CD space and you just right click and paste it there. Alright, so you press enter, and when you do that, that gets you this little text right here that lets you know that you're looking inside this folder inside your Visual Studio. Okay, what you want to do after that is you want to type make. Okay, when you press enter and you type make and press enter, your DAW files are going to generate here. So we press enter, and you see the ELF and the DAW showed up right here. Okay, so these are the files that you're going to run inside your emulator. Okay, so what you could do, if you don't have Visual Studio, you could use the command prompt and do the same thing. You type CD space, you grab that path right here, copy, paste, enter, you type make. You type make here, it's going to generate the DAW files here. So press enter, you see that it shows up. Okay, so this is the file that you use for your emulator. Okay, so this also works in the actual Visual Studio developer command prompt. Okay, so copy, and in here you type CD space, and you paste the path, and now you're looking inside this path right here, and when you're looking inside this path right here, you type make. It's going to generate the DAW files. Okay, so those are the files you need for your emulator. Go ahead and type it in here again. Make. Okay. So now that we have these files here, we want to go and launch our Dolphin emulator. And I'm not going to make a tutorial on how to use this. I'll include a link to a video where you could go to watch how to set it up. Okay, so I'm going to grab the path to where you've built this DAW file. Copy it, or if you want, you could just, I don't know, copy it to the desktop. Let's say, for example, we want it on the desktop, so here it is right here. Okay, and we want to open, go on desktop, and that's the DAW file right there. So we'll click that, open it up, and that's your Dolphin video game file. Okay, these files, I'm not sure if they're capable of running on the actual GameCube hardware. You could try and burn it to a CD, and hopefully it works, but this is pretty much what you need to do in order to generate .DAW files so that you can do Nintendo GameCube development or Nintendo Wii development. Okay? That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.